Hi, my name is Stacey Harris. I teach the science class at Anthony Middle School on the purple team, also known as Pink Science Diva. I'm kind of crazy. I'm always dressing up and doing crazy things. So I wanted to show you a lab that I have for you later, but I wanted to talk about some of the vocabulary that was behind it. So I'm doing this screencast for the first time, so hopefully I can get this information to you in a way that makes sense. Here you can see that I am rubbing this balloon on my hair, which is using friction to cause static electricity. Basically what it's doing is pulling off these little electrons, and they are sticking to the balloon. And remember, everything wants to be stable. They want to get rid of those charges because the atoms are not stable now. So they want to get rid of that and get it to the ground. That's where electricity always wants to flow, to the ground. So I have now charged up this balloon with negative charges. So there's a bunch of them sitting on top of it. So as the balloon that was negatively charged comes over to the can, when it is waved over the top of it, the can is actually moving. So what's actually going on here? So remember that the balloon had negative charges all built up on it, which means it wants to get rid of it because those atoms are unstable. So it's going next to this can, which is a neutral object. It is not charged. This can has no charge. But what happens is that these electrons that are here actually draw out the positive charges in the can. So the positive charges come towards the balloon because they're attracted, and then the negative charges are actually repelled and they go off in the other direction. So let me show you. We have negative charges here. Love me trying to draw on the screen. Those are all negative charges. And basically what happens is this can becomes polarized, okay? And so on this side that's closest to the balloon, you have your positive charges. Do not make fun of my drawings. I'm doing this with a mouse with my non-dominant hand, which is making this even more difficult. But those charges are being pulled to this side, and on the other side, you have the repelling force, the negative charges. So this is called polarization, which is basically bringing over the charges that are connecting to this negative charged balloon and repelling the negative charges to the other side. So this can stays neutral even though it's being like attracted to this balloon. So let me show you a better. So I brought in a better video for you because I just couldn't get the can to move like it should. So if you have a thin, fine hair and you don't have product on it, it works a lot better to actually make this happen. So let me show you what's going to happen. So you see that the balloon is making the can move. And she's not actually touching the can. It kind of looks like she's getting pretty close there, but she's not touching the can. This process is called induction because you do not see energy being transferred by touch, but it has enough power that it's pulling over those positive charges and making the can attracted to the balloon, so it goes towards the balloon. And then when she switches directions, those charges switch sides. So this is called the process of induction. And again, what happens is that this balloon has negative charges. Loving my drawings. This can get split in half. What charges come to this side? Attraction. So the positive charges line up on this side of the can, and the negative charges are repelled to the other side. So this can stays neutral because it's only bringing over the charges that it actually needs. So this is induction. So you have the opportunity to do this lab later on. in the week, and I just want you to take the time to do it because it's so much fun. I mean, who doesn't like to play with a balloon? So take some time and do this lap.